Today I'm coming back with the Zoom F2 field recorder review. I got it for 6 weeks already and recorded a few videos with it, so I can share my experience with the thing. As always, I bought it with my own money, so this is fully independent review. This Zoom F2 is my first external recorder, and I think it's a better idea than the wireless mic like Wireless Go from Rode, because you got less devices to turn on and to check and to charge, and since it is always cable connection, your audio got much smaller chance to get bad, because for wireless mics you can get disconnected and then you lose your audio. Everything that was stated in my first impression video still stands, so the link is here or here, and I've recorded few other of my videos using this recorder, and I'd say I'm quite happy about the quality of recording, but there are, as always, some cons to the recorder itself. So I think there are 3 pros. One is the sound quality. Either with the included mic or lavalier Go from Rode, the sound quality is really good. It seems that the included mic is a little bit more directional, so when I record something and I'm moving my head, then sometimes there's a drop of the volume and you have to adjust it in post. Maybe it's also related to the mic placement. You also have to be cautious when you got a beard, but both mics give you good quality of the sound, and also noise to signal ratio is really good, so even if you crank up levels really high, you won't see too much noise. There are main reasons to get 32-bit float recorder. And I think the last pro is the price. There are, to be honest, 2 options: Zoom F2 and Tentacle Sync Track E, and this one without the Bluetooth is 150 bucks. The Bluetooth version is something around 200 bucks, and Tentacle is 3,500, so it's almost 3 times more expensive than this one, like 2.5 times more expensive than this one. So seems no-brainer unless you need Bluetooth functionality. I've seen that there is lately new version which got SD card and that get included, so I guess it would be the best thing to buy. I sometimes miss the dead cat for the included mic, and lavalier Go also doesn't have a dead cat. That's why I would like to have one, and this cost 180 bucks, so I guess it's the best deal possible for the Zoom 2. So these are 3 main pros. And what are the cons? What I've seen in different reviews, that if you plug your mic here and you push on the jack, then you get a cracking recorded into your track. But it seems there are some defective copies. My doesn't suffer, and I check with the Rode mic and the mic included, and this does not happen, although I was not pressing really hard, but if I do it like that, there are no cracking, so probably I got a good copy of my Zoom F2. But what is annoying, so I'm turning on the device and the battery diode starts blinking and the device is booting, and during that time you cannot start recording. So it takes around 5 to 6 seconds, sometimes 10, it depends. Probably it depends on the number of tracks on the card. Now the card is formatted, so there are 2, I think. So during the boot you cannot start recording, but then if you got the device booted, you press record and it start recording. This time it was immediately, then you turn off, it was immediately, but sometimes it takes like 3 seconds to start recording, And 2 times it already happened that it haven't started any recording. So I pressed the record, it was blinking for 3 seconds and haven't started any recording for some unknown reason. It's hard to say what is the reason. Lately I formatted the SD card in the recorder, so maybe that's why it is recording faster now. But before it was always like 2 to 3 seconds before it started recording. So maybe it's a good idea to format the card inside the recorder. Maybe over time, when you got a lot of recordings on the card, it would be getting slower and slower, hard to say. But before I formatted the card, it was 3 seconds to start recording, and 2 times it haven't started at all. So at the beginning I thought I can press record and put it into my pocket, but since it haven't started 2 times now, I think I cannot rely on that. So I always check if the red diode is lit. Another annoying thing is that it copies files over the USB very slow. The maximum speed is 2 megabytes per second, so it is really slow. And if you record for 1 hour, the file is around 1 gigabyte, so it would take like 10 minutes to copy it via USB. You can always take off the card from the device, but it's kind of annoying. If you want to take card out, you have to move this flap and take the card, but now it is kind of hard to remove it. And if you do it over the desk, it's not a problem, but in the field I would never try it. And then you got the card, you have to put it into the adapter and then put it into the reader and then put it into your computer. So it's kind of annoying, but it is faster, because when I'm copying from this card it's around 90 megabytes per second, so 45 times faster. Then you have to put it again and close this flap. I think it won't last if you want to remove the card every time you want to copy your recordings. So if you copy your video footage at the same time, it's not a big deal, because if you got really big video files, it would take more or less the same time to copy them over, so you can copy both at the same time, video and audio, so you won't waste time. But if you copy only audio recordings from this device, it takes ages. And also imagine if you got 3 recorders on set and you want to copy audio over 3 of them later. So either you connect 3 at the same time and copy at the same time, or you have to wait really long time. And if you got whole day of recordings, it would take ages. So that's the annoying thing. But you can remove the card, not very easily, but you still can. There is a software to control the device, so you can set some stuff. And for example, you can set up naming convention, but you can either set a custom one on a date. And to be honest, I would like to be able to set both the date and the custom name, so I could have a name of the recording and a custom name. For example, if I got more than one recorder, or I record a specific video the day, I name the files with some custom name plus I got the date. It would be ideal, but it seems there is no such option, so I'm using the dates only. Hope they can update this software to include both date and custom name as an option for the file naming convention. What is also annoying, if you're connecting the device to your computer, you have to turn it on and then you can copy the files, but then when you disconnect this, you have to remember to turn it off, because that would deplete your batteries. I already experienced that once, but to prevent this, you can also set auto turn off mode in this included software. So if you think you would forget to turn this off, I would recommend to use this automatic turn off option. So I would say generally it is worth buying, because there are no alternatives on the market at the moment. So this either this one or the Tentacle Sync, and this one is 2 times or 2.5 times cheaper. And the quality of recording is really good, but this got some caveats, especially the slow file copying and also some users report that they got broken mic port, that it cracks when they put the device into their pocket and when the mic jack pushes onto the port. So there is a risk you buy a broken unit, but I also heard that they are replacing broken units without the problem, so it's not a big deal. So it got some cons, but for me they are not a deal breaker, so I'm keeping that, and I'm going to list example videos somewhere here so you can check what is the audio quality from this recorder. I'm not able to recreate this situation when it is not starting recording, so I guess the card format solved the issue, but before sometimes it haven't started recording, so you have to check if the red diode is lit when you started recording. But generally it works fine, so I guess that's it. Cheers, mate. Rode lavalier go 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. Zoom mic 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14.